to the ShElite Showcase.
Hello.
I, of course, am your hostess with the mostest, the shaman of ShElite, the hardest working woman in podcasting, Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe.
Baby.
Joining me, of course, she's this way, my lovely co-host,
Yes.
the Young Bucks news and sensation, the fire breathing, the Rhodes family eating the spice of life, the sassiest senorita that I know. It's been a while since I've done a long one. Had to switch it up a little bit. The hangman Adam Page to my widow Adam Cole Bay Bay, Miss Y2 Garcia Savan. Na 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 na.
I love that.
Thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Katie. We kind of mentioned this like pre-show, which is why you should show up early. It's been a week to say the least, but nothing like talking about wrestling every, week to get your mind off the harsh reality that is this world sometimes. That's to say the least.
Yeah. Before we do that, if you're watching the video, which you should be, youtube.com/ShElite Showcase, or twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase, you can watch us live. You can see the shirt that I'm wearing. It is a Black Lives Matter tank top. You can get these from our boys, TC and Reek, Young Kings Wrestling, YKWrestling.com. All the funds do not go to the Black Lives Matter organization. No. They go into a fund that TC distributes to people who are, black people who are victims of police brutality and all the other harsh realities that they have to deal with because this world fucking sucks. They have this one. You can get this in a t-shirt, hoodie, long sleeve, tank top. They also have a pink colored style, which is for breast cancer awareness. You can also get that anytime, not just October. And I don't know if he put the Wolfpack colors up yet. I have one, but I don't know if it's up there.
Is this a reveal? Or have they already announced it?
He was talking about it. I just don't remember if he ever actually put it up.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, maybe you should go check it out for yourself, and then if you don't see it, just get something else in the meantime.
Exactly, and then you can harass TC about it and be like, we want Wolfpack colors, we want the red and black. So
there you go.
Do a good thing. Go support a good cause. Supporting a good cause, you can go to our Linktree .ShElite/ShElite Showcase, whatever it is, ShEliteShowcase.com. We have a Teespring. You can get the Pro Wrestling Pro Choice shirts. All the money from that going to Planned Parenthood because women.
I was gonna say, Katie, did you know women still don't have their rights here?
Savannah, did you know women still don't have rights?
Apparently, yeah. Apparently, they still don't. So, if you're raped, you're fucked. Literally, like to put it bluntly, like. But they don't care because all they care about is, honestly, at this point, let's just be real. How surprised are we? Because clearly they don't care about American lives, or else there wouldn't be so many American lives being lost to gun violence.
Gun violence.
They clearly don't
care.
They don't care. They don't. And if they did, prove it. That's all I ask. Just prove it.
Yeah. But so if you want to support some good causes, like I said, ShEliteshowcase.com, YKWrestling.com. Go support.
Any ways you can support. Oh, Jesus, women's rights, yeah.
Women's rights, laughing, crying emojis, exactly, yeah.
Almost like we're in the early 1900s.
Which, do you go on TikTok?
It's not my favorite place to go. I have one, but I don't use it.
Well, you brought up, like, women in the 1900s. There's, like, a trend on TikTok right now where, like, women are, like, they're doing something with, like, modern age. I saw one, it was, like, like, what was it going on? It was, ironically enough, it was, like, shaving. So, like, a girl was just, like, shaving her legs or something in the tub. And it showed, like, someone from, like, the 1900s, putting it in quotes for those who were listening. And she was like, oh, what's that? And, like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm just shaving my legs. And then they compare, like, what razors were like back then versus, like, what they are now. And how we've kind of grown. I'm putting it in quotes because, like...
quotes. Heavy quotes.
But that's just weird that you brought that up because I keep seeing that like every once in a while I'm
I need
just
to see
scrolling.
those. I'll maybe need to go looking for those because I've never heard of that.
I'll
But I'm
find
never
you.
on
I'll find
TikTok.
you a good one and I'll send it to you.
All right, cool.
But now we got all of that out of the way.
All right, it
Let's.
had to be said.
It really had to because like the world sucks. Like guys, come on, you know.
If someone got to say it.
Somebody's gotta say it. We'll fucking say it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll fucking say it. Yeah, I don't care
fucking say
either.
it
I
every
don't
day.
care either.
I'll say it all day, every day, twice on Thursdays because that's what this is.
Yeah, because that's what the shows are.
But let's get into some wrestling because that's why you all are here.
Yes.
I know. It's not to hear us rant about actual things happening in the world that are terrible. You know, it's to talk about wrestling. So, first and foremost, AEW is now partnering with ESPN to stream in Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. So that's cool. Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, they're partnering with everybody, which is good. Like the more eyes on wrestling, the better.
Exactly. And that'll be good for them. Like, to it does kind of.
Yeah, well, it's because you don't see the B as well. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I look straight there. Should be better, but that means that my back's gonna suffer. That's okay.
I mean, hey, posture check. Everybody, check your posture.
Right.
Everybody sit up straight. I need to. I never do. Yeah. But like that's cool that it's getting more eyes on the brand because like WWE always talks about how they're like now streaming pay-per-views in like Mexico and like places like all across the world. Every once in a while they like bring up a new one, and so it's super cool that more people who are not in the United States, because that's not the only fucking place in the world, are getting a chance to really like see everything. So good for them. I'm excited. I hope the people in Australia are excited.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure they are.
And then we have, so before I preface this, NWA.
Oh my god, I think I know what this is about.
It's actually nothing bad. I have nothing bad to say right now. Billy Corgan's a dumbass, but that's just a proven fact.
Oh, I thought it was something else, but go on.
NWA has done two things right. One, Camille, badass woman, is your woman's champion, has been for a while. That is one good thing you've done right. Billy. Second thing is there's not a lot because, Billy Corgan thinks women don't do numbers, is their women's tag team. Tag teams, plural. The Hex, who were the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions, are now with Impact, so they're going to be thriving in the Knockouts division. But we have new NWA Women's Tag Team Champions, the Renegade Twins.
Yeah, okay. I've seen them on AEW. Like, they're on Dark a few times. I think they've been on Dynamite. I'm not exactly sure.
I'm pretty sure it was them. I'd have to go back and check myself again. But they had the match last week with... So I guess I was on Rampage. With, no, was it? I don't remember. Okay. Tony and Saraya. They're the ones, they spray painted the L's on them.
Oh, that's who they were. I was going to say, I was like, I know I saw them, but...
Yeah, so that is them. Kudos to them. I say, I don't think they're the first black women's champions, because Marty Bell was in the Hex. But maybe the first... I can't speak English.
All?
Yes, thank you. I was getting there somehow. Brain is not working today.
Sometimes you just need a little, push. You just need...
Yeah, I'm trying my best, guys. The pen is mightier. Hi, Matt. Yeah, I know. That's why I write. That's how I have a podcast. I don't know. So congratulations to the Renegade Twins. Super proud of them. Maybe they'll be, since NWA doesn't really utilize their women, maybe we'll see them more on AEW. Perhaps. Who knows?
Perhaps.
And kind of speaking about AEW, Impact, all of that stuff, it was announced on, it was earlier this week. I can't remember exactly what day, but Jeff Jarrett's dad, Jerry, passed away. And I didn't realize that his dad was a co-founder of TNA.
I didn't realize either. I didn't know much about him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I know who, like, obviously I know Jeff Jarrett, and I know his claims and everything in TNA and in / Impact, but I never, like, really dove in to, like, look at the history and everything like that. So that was interesting to see, and of course, Max dropped a line about Jerry in his rap on Wednesday, which, of course, the internet exploded. I guarantee... Now, I'm putting my best efforts in here. I'm hoping and almost guaranteeing that Max cleared that line with Jeff.
I would hope so.
If he didn't, so. That's fucked.
I would like to think so, especially because they're the babyface team, you know, and Jeff Jarrett's the heel. So he had to have brought it up to him, like, hey, I'm thinking because you're the heel, I should talk about your dad. I thought it was a little soon, but I was like, I mean, if both parties are fine with it,
I mean,
I guess more power to you.
It definitely was a little too soon, personally.
Because wasn't the news? I think the news came out like on Tuesday.
I think Tuesday.
And then Wednesday he go dropping lines about him. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, fuck. That's some heel shit, Max. I mean, I know, like you're.
It kind of like it. Yeah. I get it. Max has, always like kind of pushed the envelope with it.
Oh yeah, trust we know.
He didn't even say anything bad about his dad. He didn't. That's true. I thought he brought up
that is true.
Did he not? Was I just not listening to the rap correctly then? Maybe I didn't.
Anything bad about Jerry.
I thought he. I don't know, guys. Listen, let's be real. Dynamite was a blur.
Honestly, it kind of was.
Matt and Jesus are kindred spirits. They got each other. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Regardless, could have been too soon to bring up Jerry's name. I don't know. I don't know. I would be a little. Well, no, that's a whole. No, that's a different question. Okay. I'm not getting all that. Anyways, and more, I guess, AEW-ish kind of news. Ring of Honor TV is officially going to start airing March 2nd, which is a Thursday. So now Thursdays, you guys have 3 options. You can watch Ring of Honor on Honor Club for $10.99. You can watch Impact. Or you can watch the ShElite Showcase. Hi, how are you?
For free on Twitch.
On Twitch. What you can do is hit that follow button. I know. I'm asking a lot. But we're so close.
I'm like, how close? Oh, we're close. We're getting there.
Yeah, we have 44. We need 50. 6. I need 6 people. Come on now. I'm not asking for a lot.
It's gonna take a lot.
But yeah, so that'll be cool. I'm personally not going to be paying for Honor Club because I already pay for a lot of stuff. So no thank you.
Like, I'm barely paying for New Japan World, so...
Jesus said a real person would watch all 3 at the same time. Twitches.
I mean, more power to you if you can.
Yeah, I could never. I have enough problems as it is focusing on these 2 screens that are the exact same thing. Couldn't be me. But more power to y'all if you can. I also have just realized that this is 98% AEW news and 1 thing about WWE. So that's awkward. Last night on Dynamite, the returns, kind of surprising returns that I was not expecting. Yeah. Christian, which the fact that we're getting that and Jungle Boy again is stupid, but okay. And then the Lucha Bros.
Yeah, the Lucha Bros are back. Okay, well, technically, Penta was already around because Penta came to El Paso and he kind of just cut a little promo just to like shout us out and stuff. Really good promo. I wish part of me wishes I'm pretty sure you could find it on YouTube, and part of me wishes I recorded it myself. But I had been like recording entrances and stuff like almost like for 2 hours and taking pictures. So I was just like, let me just like soak all this in, just in person. He's like he was right there.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was right there. I was right, like literally, I was like 6 feet away from him. So I was like, let me just like watch it, and it was a really good promo. So he was, yeah, I kind of expected at some point maybe those bros were coming back because of that. Because like, well, Penta's here, so
yeah, I just wasn't expecting them to come out and help Mark Briscoe just like randomly out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that was a little random, but I mean, I guess I'm not against it.
Oh, I'm not either.
And then Christian, did he ever really? Because he faced Jungle Boy at All Out, but it was like a very short match. I believe, if I remember correctly, I know I was there, but if I remember correctly, the match was like very short because Luchasaurus attacked Jungle Boy before the match.
Oh yeah, yeah. So maybe we'll get a legit actual.
Yeah,
match?
like a legit. Because then he got hurt, and then so I think now it's official. Like, all right, we need to get the match that was probably supposed to happen last year, but
I mean, but like, do we still need a Jungle Boy Christian feud? I don't know. And Matt pulled up the rap. Thank you, Matt. Max, it said, I heard the news,
yeah,
that's
so
too bad. Your dad was a legend. You're a douchebag. Well, yeah, because fuck Jeff Jarrett. It sucks about Jarrett, but
dude. Speaking of Jeff, man, I knew the dude was old, but then just seeing him in person, I was like, oh my god, what is this dude doing wrestling or like
old?
I was like, oh my god, that's like
decrepit old.
He's like nothing against like, well, nothing personal, I'll say, against Jeff, but I'm just like, dude, I guess I underestimated how old this dude was because seeing him in person was a lot. I was like, what? That's he looks old. Like, I guess you compare him to like, Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn looks pretty good. Like Billy Gunn's aged
Billy
pretty.
Gunn is 4 years older than Jeff Jarrett. I swear
to God. Are you serious? He looks a lot better than
him. Looking both ages up right now because I saw some tweet about it.
I'm gonna feel so bad if they're not even that old, and I'm here roasting Jeff Jarrett to a crisp, saying like, dude, you're old as dust.
Who cares? It happens. All right, so Billy Gunn is 59.
Okay, never mind. That's fucking dang, but he looks pretty damn good for 59. Jeff Jarrett, I was like,
Jeff Jarrett's 55.
Dang, that I mean, I guess props to wrestlers for still wrestling in your 50s. I'm like, holy shit.
You know who will always look good because he doesn't age? R-Truth.
Dude,
he consistently looks
memes.
like he's 26. It's not fair.
I've seen the memes before. Like, there's this meme that's gone around plenty of times, and it's come back where people post a picture. It says what wrestlers will look like when they're older, and it shows like wrestlers completely aged, and R-Truth is exactly the same. I'm like, dude, it's funny, but it's true. Dude, it's funny because it's true.
I swear to God, he has to have like the secret to like the Fountain of Youth. He might be a vampire.
He probably has the Fountain of Youth in his house. I'm like, bro, let us go visit.
It's insane. He's like, I'm thinking about like celebrities I get like off the top of my head too, that have like
Paul Rudd.
Ugh.
And Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston's another one. That lady like barely has aged, and she's like in her 50s, I think.
Ugh, Paul Rudd.
I love Paul Rudd. I love Paul Rudd too. Love him in Friends. Love him as Ant-Man.
Love him in Halloween.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wait, hit the mic. But yeah, absolutely. Paul Rudd.
Yeah, so pop off to people who can age well, I guess.
And I hope I have that same luck. I'm trying to think. Here's the thing. As far as like the skin goes, I don't know how my family ages that way. Like as far as like the skin, sometimes your skin gets a little wrinkly. It's fine. It's part of life. But I know with my family, at least I think on my mom's side, hair ages so fast. Like we go apparently it's genetic to go gray like in your 30s. I'm like, I'm like crying.
Savannah's gonna be gray in 9 years.
I would start coloring my hair. But yeah, maybe in 9 years I may, unless I don't have as many of my dad's genetics, but if by some act of God I have the genetics of the hair, then maybe my dad's side the hair color lasts a lot longer. Like my dad's like in his 50s and his hair color has not even really changed. Like you could see some whites, but it's not noticeable. Like he doesn't need anything to fix it. So
Jesus said 9 years. She's like 7. Oh, I'm so sorry. 21 years.
I wish my hair was like 7, so that way I didn't have to worry about it turning 30 and then turning gray. I love my hair color. I guess that's kind of why I kind of don't want to dye it, because like I've shown interest, but like you know, I don't know. Because again, I guess also just holding the fact that like it's not gonna last forever, especially with my mom's genetics that I have a lot of.
I get
I'm
you.
just like,
I get
this
you.
hair's not gonna last. Okay, I'm done talking about how badly my family's hair ages.
uh, Jesus. I brought up Mark Briscoe. He is now officially all elite, so that's good that they're Tony Khan is especially now that he's actually allowed to be on TV.
Right?
Like,
Props to him.
good for him. And then, just little things real quick. Happy birthday to Gangrel. I looked that up. I don't remember how old he is, but I saw that. I was like, okay, the Brood. I like it. He used to scare me as a child, but I like
Yeah.
it. All about it. Elimination Chamber is this Saturday. Battle in the Valley for New Japan is also this Saturday. Revolution is March 5th. And
So
as of
wrestling.
today, February 16th, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, has hit 900 days as champion.
That's...
I mean, give it up to the tribal chief, y'all. I'm sorry, should we be putting up the ones?
Yeah.
No,
ones? I don't know, man. I'm still sad for Sammy.
Dude, Chamber is gonna be crazy. I'm so excited.
I know.
I might cry. I'll probably cry.
I'm probably gonna cry too.
Yeah, that's...
I'm probably gonna cry. Poor Sammy.
I mean, regardless, it's gonna be a hell of a match, and I'm very excited.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
But you said you also have a little bit of news and rumors.
I have a couple things for New Japan. As Katie mentioned,
Battle in the Valley?
As Katie mentioned, Battle of the Valley is this Saturday. That's not one of the news and rumors. That's not one of the news. But this past weekend there was another pay-per-view called New Beginning. And during that pay-per-view, it was revealed that Kazuchika Okada's official opponent for the IWGP World Heavyweight title at that pay-per-view is going to be none other than my love, my guy, my man's, the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. And we've seen, not gonna lie, people are like, well, we've seen this before, but here's the thing. Like, they're not even gonna main event, and they always put on bangers, so why the fuck not? And who knows, what if Tana beats him, I mean, I wouldn't fucking mind that. I always say Tana's our last hope to unify the titles. I'm still kind of slightly salty about that, I loved the IWGP Heavyweight title and the IC title. And again, just having two separate belts gave more opportunities to wrestlers. They have a big roster, so I mean. And not to throw shade, because I do love Kota Ibushi, but he was the one who, it was his idea to unify the titles in the first place, and he's no longer there. So just might as well just undo what he did.
I mean, true, I guess.
Kota, I love you, but come on, this was your doing. Let's just undo it. Because if not Okada, then Tanahashi I feel like has to be the one. Right? Just... Right?
I mean, you're asking the wrong person here, so sure, I'll agree. I mean,
yes, you should just say yes, absolutely. And then, but you know who's not going to be at Battle of the Valley?
Who?
Mr. Switchblade Jay White, because he lost his match at New Beginning, where he and Hikuleo had a match. A loser leaves Japan match. Jay White lost. So he's technically out of Japan, New Japan specifically, but they said Japan, so I'm like, damn, he got banished from the whole country. I'm pretty sure that's not the case,
How
but
do
of
you
course,
manage
loser leaves Japan.
Bro, can you
Loser
imagine?
leaves Japan. Just if, again, I was just like, that's funny.
You lose a match,
you get
you're banned from the whole fucking country.
yeah. I was like, that's funny. But anyways, so yeah, that's what's and apparently his contract. I've seen so many rumors about his contract. So this part is rumors. While him losing is news because it did happen.
It did.
The whole contract situation completely rumors. I've seen so many things, but what I've seen the most of, but still take with a grain of salt, is that his contract apparently expires later this month. So I know people are saying and people want, which I mean I would want too, but I don't want him to lose either. And I'm not talking about Switchblade. I'm talking about who people think he's gonna go up against, and that's Adam Cole. People are thinking he's gonna go up against Adam Cole or want him to go up against Adam Cole at Revolution. So I'm thinking, I mean, that'd be pretty fucking cool. That would be cool. But dude has to show up first. He's already been in AEW, so who knows? He will. Chances are he will. He could show up, but.
I don't know how long ago this was. Eddie Kingston versus Jay White at Battle in the Valley.
This was I think before his. Unless that'll be his last match, but he lost the loser leaves Japan match with this past weekend. So
yeah, I mean this says
I don't know how
New
this
Japan match.
Yeah, so I don't have an answer unless again this could be his last match, but as far as I've seen nothing as far as what's gonna happen with that match because I do remember seeing that about Eddie Kingston versus Jay White. Maybe they'll just move it to AEW. I don't know.
Oh, but... so somebody tweet. I was like looking it up as you because I was like I thought I saw something earlier about it, so I like quickly like looked it up real quick. So somebody tweeted this person. I'll give them a shout out. Drain Bamager? I don't know. Eddie Kingston and Jay White just collided on Wrestling Observer Live and mutually agreed to a new stipulation for the Battle in the Valley match on Saturday. If Jay loses, he leaves New Japan altogether. If Eddie loses, he can never compete in a New Japan ring or against New Japan talent.
So I just kind of wonder what's the point of the match then, of this match, this past match.
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Now I'm just confused. Someone can answer that for me. I was just like, catching up because these last few weeks I've not been able to watch much wrestling, and that includes New Japan. So but I've kind of tried to keep up as much as possible with like the other stuff and the Jay White stuff. I tried to keep up with because again that was a pretty big deal. Loser leaves Japan. I was like, that's pretty big,
Yeah, he got kicked out of the country. How are they gonna have this match?
Yeah,
this is in the States. Right?
What? Oh yeah, Battle of the Valleys. Oh, that could be the loophole because Battle of the Valley is in the States. It's in San Jose.
Here we go. We found the guy. We found the loophole, guys. We
did it. The loophole. I kind of forgot. I forgot about that. I forgot that it was in the States.
Look at us go.
I'm so proud of us. Yeah, look at us putting Pub 2 and 2 together when it was right there this whole time. I'm so smart. 500 IQ right there.
So proud of him. So proud.
Totally not smooth brain.
Did you have anything else?
No, that was it. Just that smooth brain moment.
Okay. Hey.
But still, I mean, he still did lose. That is news.
I was gonna say that is true. That did happen. She's not.
So I mean, he'll go to San Jose and probably stay there. I don't know.
You're gonna go to San Jose and you're gonna stay there. He's not allowed to leave San Jose now. After that,
you're not allowed to get on the flight back.
Can't get on a plane back. He's got to stay there. He's confined. They just like have a guard.
Stay. Like kind of how you tell a dog.
That's literally what's gonna happen. Like they're gonna be like, no, drop it.
No. No.
That's basically. I feel like that's what's gonna happen with him.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm not that sorry.
Yeah.
I don't even like him.
But on to today in women's wrestling history. NXT TakeOver Portland 2020. I'm gonna
bro, what a year that was.
Yeah.
Did that year even happen?
No, it did actually. Dakota Kai defeated Tegan Nox in a street fight, and that was when we saw Raquel kind of show up again in NXT after her stint in the Man Classic the year before. And then that was basically when she really became a part of NXT and was Dakota's bodyguard. And then
I remember seeing that because I actually watched that pay-per-view. It was a pay-per-view, yeah.
Yeah,
right?
It was a pay-per-view.
Yeah. I was like, 2020 was a blur, man. Like, that's why I said it wasn't even a year. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count, yeah. And then Rhea Ripley defeated Bianca Belair to retain her NXT Women's Championship. Now, again, we could be revisiting this, but we're getting Charlotte. That's fine. And one of the other reasons I brought this up is because this was the last takeover and anything touring related NXT did until Vengeance Day last 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because every other takeover, and then they kind of just like dropped the takeover name after all. They were in at Full Sail when they were still Full Sail, and then the Capitol Wrestling Center, which is where they are now. Yeah, everything up until Vengeance Day, they've been in Florida.
That's crazy. But I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm like, I didn't realize that. You learn something new every day.
That show should have been the takeover before Rumble that year instead of Worlds Collide for Houston. Hey, I mean, this was a good. I mean, both shows were good. I just love NXT, man. I'm telling you, some good shit right there. Excuse me. But now we're on to wrestlers of the week. So Savannah, who's your tag team?
So I went with the BBC, aka the Blackpool Combat Club.
BBC.
Yeah, because really good match. Really good tornado tag match. Excuse me.
Texas tornado
last night.
Tag match.
Yes, and well, actually, no, this didn't happen during their match. It happened after Hangman's match. But still, member of the tag team, John Moxley, challenged. Yeah, he's the one who's basically challenged Hangman to a Texas Death Match. Mm-hmm. I'm like, John, I don't know. Like, I get you. You're Mr. like bleeds all the time because Cody left, so now you have someone had to step up, and it was you. But I'm like, dude, Hangman has been, I think, in like more Texas Death Matches than anyone. I think other than him, Dustin Rhodes maybe. But Hangman, I know, did it with Lance Archer. He did it with Adam Cole. And I think he did it with someone else 2 or 3 times. I think it's twice he's had a Texas Death Match. And he's won both of them. So that's when the second time was when Adam died for our sins.
Oh, classic episode. You guys can go watch that up on the channel too.
Adam did die for our sins. And he finally resurrected. But even though he technically resurrected and then left again. But he's resurrected a second time. Okay. The second coming.
The third coming?
Yeah. Third time's the charm coming.
Yes. You hear that?
Of Adam Cole.
Well, Adam Cole, baby.
So,
that's you, buddy.
I'm like, Mox, of all stipulations, you could have challenged Hangman. A Texas Death Match, that's Hangman's thing. The dude's won all the matches he's been in. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I've said it on one of AEW's posts that I wanted the rematch at Revolution. So, I mean, looks like we're getting that. And I keep saying this, Hangman, bring back the rope. Hangman, wear spurs on your boots. Use those spurs to your advantage. Mox likes to bleed. Use the spurs, bro. Just like, you know, kind of like the pizza cutter. But the spurs. I mean, come on. It doesn't get any more Texas than that. Spurs on your boots. Like, he's already done, like, the boots with the fringe. He's already, I mean, not the boots, the jeans with the fringe. He's already, you know, he has the boots. He always wrestles in boots. He's wrestled in boots, his actual boots. So I'm like, dude, just wear fucking spurs.
Now, you
like,
said
wear your
boots with the fringe. I know you meant jeans, but you said boots with the fringe. But has Hangman worn the boots with the fur?
No, because no.
Anybody? the song, Low.
Oh,
jeans.
I just got it. Yeah, ha.
God damn it,
he's got
Savannah.
He does have apple bottom jeans, Low. I mean, and apple bottom chaps. That's what he should wear. Like, hey man, let me just design your outfit. The chaps. Hey, bring the chaps. The boots with the spurs. Coming on a horse. Have your rope with you. And yeah, dude.
I see people designing gear for wrestlers all the time on Twitter.
I can't go for shit though.
Hey, just try your best.
Okay, I'm not even joking, Katie. This is not me just trying to discredit myself. I literally cannot draw. I'm the worst at drawing. I'll probably ask someone to draw it for me.
There you go.
Look, I'm the founder of this idea.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a collaborative effort.
Yeah. But yeah, so coming in on a horse, basically his all-out gear, because at All Out 2019 he came in with the chaps. He was on a horse. All he just needs now are boots and his robe, and then that's it. That's it, Hangman. You got your Texas Deathmatch pay-per-view outfit.
There we go. But yeah, so BBC BCC is your tag team.
Basically, to bring everything back. Yes,
full circle.
Yeah.
Okay. Sticking with my gimmick here, I'm so proud of this that I've kept this so long, and it just helps that they're really great. Team Ninja Party, even though they're no longer tag team champions, a little sad. But hell of a match, and I'm also giving it to Meiko Satomura and Roxanne Perez, who they faced, because they were a great team, and now we're gonna get Meiko and Roxanne probably at Stand and Deliver, which that match is going to be incredible.
I did see that on Twitter that was gonna be Roxanne's next challenger.
Chills thinking about it. So excited. But yeah, I'm giving it to both teams. Hell of a match. It was the main event of NXT too, because NXT be loving their women. Big shout out. I mean, I gotta give it to AEW. They had women main eventing for their yearly quota, so don't expect any more.
Maybe they might go past their quota, because usually not usually, but the last time AEW was in Pittsburgh, Britt main evented Dynamite.
Sure. Was it Dynamite or was it Rampage? I honestly can't remember. I was there.
It was Rampage, because she defended the title against Red Velvet.
Yeah, because it was the debut of Rampage. That's how long ago they were fucking here.
Damn. I hope they don't take that long to come back to El Paso. I mean, at this point, I would hope they come back to El Paso. Like, fuck. We had a really good crowd. Like, no offense to y'all in Laredo, but we were so much better. Our crowd was so much hotter.
Calling them out. But yeah, I give it to... Fuck, alright. Both teams. It's your turn.
Well, Manz's, I have one.
Okay.
And I am giving it to Bianca Belair, because she won that triple threat. Good-ass triple threat. And it's basically standing her ground as the EST, the strongest, the fastest, the bestest. I know that's not a word, but I think it's funny to use with the EST. Bestest. So, yeah, I love me some Bianca Belair, and I cannot wait to see who's going to be her opponent at WrestleMania, because...
We find out tomorrow night, or Saturday night.
Saturday night. Well, tomorrow if you're watching this on Friday, tomorrow.
Yes, if you're watching this when it goes up, it'll be tomorrow. Yeah. If you're watching the
Saturday.
Twitch stream now, it's Saturday.
And it'll still be Saturday, but it won't be tomorrow. Saturday won't be tomorrow.
Saturday.
Saturday.
February 18th. Elimination Chamber. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope it's Asuka. But that's just me.
It should be Asuka. Like, I don't...
Should be.
Asuka or Mella. I'll take either of those.
Yeah. I'm down. I also have Bianca Belair. Crazy. I just... Every reason you said. I love Bianca. She is the EST. She is one of the most athletic people, not women, people
yeah.
in
out of
WWE.
Everybody.
It's insane. Props.
It's crazy how she used to be a heel in NXT, like in her early days, and I'm like, it's just hard to believe. I see her now, I'm like, there's no way like people were booing this girl. Like, how?
I mean, I feel like even if she turned heel, she would still get... It's like Roman. Like, well, okay, Roman before Rumble.
Roman before Rumble, and when Becky Lynch first turned heel on Charlotte at SummerSlam, dude, I had never seen such a positive reaction from a heel turn than Becky's. Everyone was like that pop, man. I need to go watch that now. That pop was not just funny, but it was amazing. It was just so cool to see that like everyone just wanted Becky to turn heel so badly.
Yeah, because
that she. That was Becky's title to win. Let's be real. That was Becky's title to win. Poor Mella got the short end of the stick. Was gonna lose anyway.
No.
But I didn't think it was gonna be to Charlotte. Well, actually, I kind of did after they threw her in the match. I think it was supposed to be just Becky and Mella.
It's almost like Charlotte
So
always inserts herself in matches. Anyways, my pick, my other pick is the winner of the triple threat on AEW, Ruby Soho. I'm just gonna rewrite.
Ruby so.
Destination Unknown. It was stuck in my head all day yesterday after
She
the match.
won on Rampage too when I was there. Good match. Good match.
Yeah, I mean, I also like the fact that she is in the middle of this ongoing originals talent from other places kind of feud.
They keep calling them freelancers.
Is that really?
Yeah, and I'm like,
I mean, I feel like there's a better word.
I like the outsiders. That sounds better.
Yeah.
The outsiders.
Yeah, but like,
homegrown and the outside.
Yeah, homegrown.
I like how I like how Ruby's kind of like in the middle. Like,
yeah.
Technically, she is one of the outsiders because she did come from WWE, but I like how she doesn't really like associate herself. Like,
yeah, and like, she is. Okay, well, this isn't WCW, and Tony Khan takes things from WCW anyways, so here we go.
But I'm pretty sure you could do. I obviously don't ask me what because I won't think of an example. But I'm pretty sure somewhere out there for a creative mind, there's a better name than the freelancers.
It's gotta be. It won't last long. That name. But I loved the triple threat. I love Britt, I love Tony, I love Ruby. So seeing the three of them main event was awesome, and then all the shenanigans ensued. Ruby could be see, I don't know what their plan is for Revolution, but Ruby was eyeing up the title, so
you never know.
You never know.
I was gonna say that I'm not sure how popular or unpopular of opinion this is, but honestly, I think seeing Britt as a face is like a breath of like fresh air, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way because when she first started in AEW, she was a baby face, but she hadn't found herself yet. She hadn't built herself into the wrestler that everyone knows and loves, and that people see like that she goes and like puts AEW out there for them. Like she's the face now of the company, one of the big faces out there. So I'm like, so yeah, seeing her as a face now, it's just kind of like it's a good feeling, at least for me, because again, like last time she was a baby face, she was fresh out of Ring of Honor. She really hadn't her thing was still kind of like how it is now, like she's the dentist, but like there was nothing else there. But like when she turned heel, she really amped that up, and now she really found herself. Yeah, and so I'm really proud of her. I'm to say the least.
Oh, like I love Britt. I love the fact that she's really her getting injured was a blessing in disguise. Like it really did help her like be better on the mic and develop because we all joked for the longest time that she was the only woman to like have a character.
Yeah. But even then, like she carried the women's division in the pandemic era. I know Shida was the champion, but Britt, as an injured, like can't even walk on her own in a wheelchair, was cutting all these promos, making talking about kind of like what Sami Zayn did with the conspiracies and shit. Yeah, she still found a way to make it work, and it really helped her.
It's like Shida held it down for the women in ring. Britt held it down for women on the mic.
Exactly.
Like they both, the two of them together carried the women's division.
And coincidentally enough, they faced each other at Double or Nothing for the title. That's when Britt won.
Look at that. It's like we knew. It's great.
Yeah. It's almost like it's a full circle moment.
We've said that so many times.
For a full circle moment episode. That's what it is.
I mean, that's good. I'm going to write that down because I think
full circle episode.
It's just going to be the title at this point.
There you go.
But move on to your manses.
I have two and then a shout out because it's not really a pick, but I just kind of want to give them the flowers. Believe it or not, one of them is Jay White. I never thought I'd even say that.
Shitting on him before.
Yeah, I mean he did lose, so I mean if he won, I probably wouldn't be talking about this. But and the other one is Hikuleo. Really good match between the two. A lot of history. We had Hikuleo leaving the Bullet Club for the Gorillas of Destiny, aka Familia. But also there was a lot of conflict before he did that. Is where his loyalty stood was always questioned, and in ring, out of the ring, by himself, by the fans, by Bullet Club members, by Gorillas of Destiny. So it was a good dare I say it again, full circle moment. So
it's like we're just
this
we just know
this
we're
is
doing
full
it.
of full circle moments. Yeah. So yeah, it was really good to see kind of all this come to an end, or all this chapter come to a conclusion, and now I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see.
I
But
mean,
my shout out is because again I wanted to do this last week, but I couldn't give Rampage spoilers. I'm giving it to my guy, my man, the guy whose my name is based off of. I'm giving it to Chris Jericho. That my little shout out because if you saw on Rampage, the Impractical Jokers came out, which was really cool to see live. By the way, that was fucking awesome.
true.
He came out and they talked about his small bat, which I never realized how small it was, unless that was just a different prop to make fun of him. But I was like, is it really? Is Floyd really that small? And so Jericho had the rest of the JAS, which I don't care for. I really only like Jericho in this out of the whole JAS.
The assholes.
And them, you know what? Them and Jericho and Anna Jay. Those are the only two I like.
She hasn't even been on TV.
I know, but she's technically part of the group, so she's the only one that I like.
Fair.
So, but he had them beat the Impractical Jokers up and put them through a table. Good guy Brandon came out to help them. And this wasn't on the air, but if you look it up on YouTube, you can see it. Everyone, of course, was pissed at Jericho for what he did, and we started chanting culero at him, which means asshole. So, and you said just the funniest thing. He was like, first of all, of course, in his Canadian white ass, he was like, I'm not a culero. which honestly, it made everyone laugh. Like you can hear everyone just laughing because that was funny. But then also being the bad guy that he is, he was like, and back in the day, I've come to El Paso many times, and I would always kick or beat Getty Guerrero's ass, and everyone, of course, absolutely hated that.
Big boos.
So look it up on YouTube. It was amazing. It was a good moment. So just shout out for that because it was funny. I loved that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Those are my picks and my little shout out.
Okay. I'm gonna be a little different.
Yep.
This man's did not wrestle.
Ooh. Oh, I think I know who it is. But
I'm giving it to Wardlow.
Yeah, I kind of had it. When he said he didn't wrestle, that's one of the first thoughts I had.
Because he had a sit-down interview with good old JR and told this beautiful, heartfelt story about his dad and how his dad passed away from cancer, and that's why he started growing his hair out, and Samoa Joe knew that, and Samoa Joe cut off the ponytail, and then he gets angry war daddy and like looks into the camera and says he's gonna kill Samoa Joe basically, and that match is gonna be at Revolution. But
yeah,
that whole thing, because people were like, oh, well, why are they feuding again? First of all, big meaty man slapping me, y'all should never complain. Second of all, this was a perfect way to transition from Samoa Joe turning his back on Wardlow, because Wardlow fucked hard. We can never...
Yeah.
Well, always remember.
It was the title of the SmackDown Raw episode.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Sorry, not sorry, Vince.
I mean, that was going to be the title, regardless. But this sit-down interview was a great way to transition into... Yeah, they were a team and they were close and like they did have a bond. They weren't just two people kind of thrown together. They were, but then they grew, and it was so fucking good. And Wardlow had me. I was just like, bro, I was not expecting like to be tearing up right now. Can we?
You're like,
fucking
bro, I didn't want to cry.
I didn't. I was like, fuck. So, War Daddy himself. That's my pick. Love you, War Daddy.
Probably should have mentioned this when we were talking about tag teams. Or news and rumors, could be one or the other. But did you see, before we go on to the question of the week, did you see during the Elite's interview that little frame of House of Black?
No, I did.
I was like, oh shit, are we actually gonna get?
Because that's who I want to take them titles off the Elite. Matt and I have been saying this. It needs to be the House of... Hey.
I'm just kidding. I agree. I do want to see House of Black with the titles, but obviously it's going to be hard for me to watch them lose. But I got to see them, so that's all that matters to me.
Exactly. You got to see it. You're fine. But House of Black. That's what I
Because
need.
who knows? Like, as much as I love the Elite, together and as the trios champions, I would want to see at least, if they did lose, because we don't know what's going to fucking happen at Revolution, but if they do lose, maybe Kenny can start focusing on singles wrestling. He can start defending the U.S. title because that's kind of been, he won it at Wrestle Kingdom, but in the middle of that, he was in a title tournament for the trios titles.
Yeah.
So we'll just see.
Yeah. But now we're on to the question of the week.
How are you gonna top last week's, Kate? Because last week's was a good one.
I know. Which I did the poll on my Twitter, and Samoa's won.
Oh, actually, I never saw. Can I hold on? I'm gonna check really quick.
Go look to see your results. Tag was disrespected. Just saying.
Sorry, I put a third option.
I did tag-alongs, Thinman, Samoa's, and then other. But then people just kept saying the other ones in the comments. It was really weird.
Yeah, I did that too. I put Samoa's tag-alongs because those are the ones we were talking about. And then other, and then I had them put which other one, if not those two, because, when was last week? last week was the 9th.
Yes.
So hold on, let's see. Oh, God, of course. Hold on. Or maybe it was... Hold on. It's because I remember I was doing story highlights, so...
I was going to say, yeah, you got to scroll far then.
Yeah, I'm just pressing. Sorry, guys, hold on. We'll get to the question of the week. I'm just going to get through all my stories.
I mean, yeah, it's nothing's going to top that one. I mean, I don't know why the food ones always do so well. It's news to me. I have no idea.
Uh-oh. I'm not finding it. Oopsie. It could be because I had over 100.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, probably. It's probably just missing at this point.
Oh, wait. Here it is. Hold on. But I don't think it was able to be completed because once you go past 100, the ones that are like the latest, like they're not the latest, the oldest stories, the earliest or oldest stories get kind of just taken off your story if you go past 100. So that's what happened to me. But it's okay. I still got some results. Samoa's got 13 votes. Tagalongs got 6. Other got 2. And someone said Thin Mints. And then my friend Emily, who's been my guest on Like the Fuse, said the s'mores ones, which I did not know there were s'mores ones. Oh, I think we talked about it last week.
We did talk about it, yeah, because we were like, oh, those actually sound kind of good.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess Samoa's on 2 different platforms.
Samoa's Joe's. Is that, what did we end up calling them? Samoa's Joe.
We'll
have to go back and watch.
Everyone can go back and watch it.
But those were fun to do. Like,
I know. I'll try and think of another one soon. It's just I happened to see something about Girl Scout cookies and I was like, oh, we can
Easter is not too far along, so maybe we could do like Easter kid.
Maybe.
Like eggs.
We'll see.
That's about it.
We'll see what I can do. My brain is not firing off all cylinders today.
You're okay.
We're doing our best. But we're gonna do the question that I originally had for last week. But it makes more sense since Chamber is in 2 days as we record. Tomorrow, if we went through it, I'm not going through it again.
Saturday.
So, Dream. You know what? Shut up. He said this conversation makes me not like Katie. Yeah, he's mad because I was shitting on Thin Mints.
I said what I said. I mean, I like Thin Mints, but they're not my favorite.
I explained my reasonings. I like mint. I like chocolate. I don't like them together. I don't know what to tell you. We should never discuss Girl Scout cookies again. I agree. Let's talk Chamber.
Okay. I mean, I like Girl Scout cookies though.
Well, I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to fist fight with Matt. Not now. Maybe later. So we're gonna do Dream Chamber matches, man's and women's, and it can be anybody. I don't care. Any promotion.
Dang.
Anything.
So right off the bat, since you said it can be anyone from any promotion, I think we need like one representation, for me at least, from a different company. So 6 companies, 1 wrestler.
Okay, so WWE, AEW, Impact.
I'm gonna give New Japan.
That's 4.
Let me see.
I don't
Let me
even.
see.
I mean, well, I can think of one for
I'll
NWA
throw
for
in
women.
GCW. I'll throw in GCW because and then I'll throw in Stardom because for all the women.
Okay.
And then for the men, I'll figure something out. Maybe Noah. I'll do something from Noah.
Okay. So let's start with the men. So again, the promotions are WWE, AEW, TNA / Impact.
That was just for me, but I mean, if you want to do it too, you could. That's just what I'm gonna do.
No, that's okay. I trust you. Yeah, wait, hold on. WWE, AEW, Impact, New Japan. You said GCW and Noah. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave those last 2 to you. Because I don't know. The only person I know GCW is
I've watched. I know that's one of the few I know too. I know briefly of GCW, but you know, certain people who are no longer my friend are the reason why I watched it in the first place. So.
About him. Always.
Yeah. I do too until I see my friends sharing his shit on their stories, and I'm like, damn it! I was just forgetting.
Don't tell me that.
But I mean, I'm all for it.
That's the worst. So now how are you going about this? Are you doing like big meaty men, or are you doing like a combination?
Probably big names is more like it, because like.
So like I'm assuming you would want like Okada or Tanahashi in.
Exactly. But I think I would want to do Okada only because maybe he's the champion right now. So Okada for New Japan.
So we can like tag team this. We can like combine, and like we can kind of just agree.
WWE Roman Reigns, because you know he's just passing 900 days.
I feel like we have to have Roman in the chamber. You know.
We got
AEW.
That one's a little hard because I feel like it could be many choices. Because if you want to go like big names, you can do like Kenny Omega. But if you want to go with who's the champion, MJF. If you want to go big meaty men, Wardlow. If you want to go like, you know, just because he's fucking awesome and a badass wrestler, Malachi Black.
Ooh, you know what? You said Malachi. Malachi's going in.
You're gonna add Malachi?
Malachi's going in. I was gonna say, dude. I was gonna say the All-American Dragon, Nightmare Dragon, Jake Long.
All-American. Yeah, here I got you. The All-American Nightmare Dragon, Jake Long, Bryan Danielson.
Thank you. I added the all part for some reason. That's never been in there. I just added that now.
I remember I added something. Didn't I add something, or I was planning on adding something? Because
I that's just one of those things that's just gonna get continually added to, and it's just gonna be a fucking mouthful.
Yeah, because I remember we were talking about that, like, oh, do we have to add that into his name now? But I'll have to go back and look for that. But that's anyways,
Kenny is like the 5th biggest name in that company. Well, we chose Malachi.
In your one opinion, so
I'm not we're not having this argument again. Malachi is in the chamber. Nobody
else. There you go. Ow. Imagine, like, just think about it. With all the lights you can make the lights go out and stuff, and you can start blacklisting everyone in the face. Which I said this on Twitter. One of the Elite members getting blacklisted, and I think it's gonna be Matt. I mean,
I feel like he's always in this feud.
And yeah, someone has to have it done, and I think it's gonna be Matt because he's always the one getting like cold sprayed by Brandon. It's obviously an accident, but I'm just like, Matt's just always the one taking shit in the eye, so he's probably gonna get blacklisted.
Well, I know, like, Matt would love to get blacklisted by Malachi.
Oh, so would I. I mean, I was like, dude, give me, like, just do it. I would also, honestly, as of recently, I want to get blue misted by Asuka. Like,
oh, that too. Yeah, I mean, all day, every day, twice on Thursdays. Exactly. Oh, he did say your boy Jericho is a bigger name.
Technically true, I will say that.
Technically. He's got you there. But let's focus on the task at hand here. We have our WWE, our AEW, and our New Japan. So we still need Noah, GCW, Impact.
Yeah. So for Noah,
okay.
The reason when I first brought up Noah is because there was one name that came to mind. He's one of the first wrestlers I started liking in Noah, and his name is Kenoh. So Ken, so Ken.
Okay.
OH. This dude can fucking kick, Katie. This dude, like, his kicks, you literally just hear them ringing in the entire
so we can have
arena.
a kickoff.
Yes, between him and Malachi. Exactly.
A kickoff.
That's
sports. Woohoo.
Bro, like, imagine just, like, boom, kick from Keno, and then boom, Black Mass. Is that what it's the most show called? I don't know, but...
I think he still calls it the Black Mass.
Okay, Impact and GCW are the little harder ones because I don't watch either of them. I know briefly of both.
I'm gonna pull up Impacts because like I have a
okay,
few
I'll look up
names in
GCW.
mind, but I just need to see if they're actually like still with them.
Well, actually, is it? Well, Matt Cardona's like an indie wrestler, but is he signed with GCW? Can we count that?
I mean, we can count him as GCW.
No, not as GCW. I don't. Well, yeah, we'll just count him. I don't know if he's signed, but.
Well, how about we just use him as our GCW candidate then?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think he's actually signed with anybody. I think he is just like indie.
He's everywhere, which I mean, much respect to him. He's making a big name out of himself for being everywhere.
Wrestling. Ooh, roster. Well, I know their champion's Josh Alexander. I know that. That's about all I got though. Guys, I don't watch Impact. It's on like now? Soon? Yeah, Josh Alexander.
I don't know how accurate this is, but I'm seeing that he's signed with Impact and NWA.
Cardona?
Yeah.
Really?
But don't take my word for that. I don't know how reliable this source is.
I'm just trying to find like a notable name. Let's just put Heath Slater in it.
Heath Slater?
No, I'm not putting Heath Slater in it.
I know, but I just thought that was funny.
Jonathan Gresham. I mean, we could just put Josh Alexander because he is their champion. Kushida's on their roster. Moose. Moose is good.
That would be cool.
Should we put Moose?
Yeah,
Let's put Moose in the chamber. Moose. I feel like that.
He's the one that everyone's gonna team up against to eliminate because he's the biggest one.
Well,
actually, how tall is he? How tall is Moose?
All right, let me look. Moose.
Because Okada's like 6'4". The dude's tall.
According to Google, Moose is 6'5".
So Okada's like an inch shorter than him, but obviously Moose is like the bigger man. You know, he's the big dude. But Okada can probably be the one to try to like stand up to him.
Okay, cool. So we got our mans.
Mans' chamber.
Now we have our woman's chamber. So WWE, AEW, Impact. You said Stardom. I have one.
GCW
I have one in mind for NWA.
And I don't. Okay, so yeah, we'll do NWA.
I say NWA. Camille.
Okay.
She's a powerhouse. I mean, trust me on it.
No, I do trust you. I'm not saying you're wrong.
While you're looking, I'm just gonna read the chat here. Jesus said another men's Theory carrying Jericho and Waller, but then they all enter the pods and just disappear forever.
I mean,
yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say he didn't disappear, but he didn't want to be in the chamber match. Remember, he kept closing the door. I believe it was the same.
That's what I would do.
It was the same chamber match that set up Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart, and not Shawn Michaels. I mean, not Bret Hart, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 26 when he retired, because Shawn Michaels cost Undertaker the match, and I believe Chris Jericho won that chamber match actually at the end of the day.
Your guess is as good as mine. Then Jesus said women's Bailey, Kyrie, Asuka, Io, Mercedes, Thunder Rosa. Matt said Saraya has a movie about her. She would technically be a bigger name. I won't count Chicago's own since he isn't there. And then he said you can't have Bailey, Asuka, and Io, right? That's yeah. We're trying to do one from different promotions.
You can.
You guys can.
But we're gonna try and have one from different promotions.
Yeah. I do think we should do Kyrie. Well, is she technically Stardom?
Technically, yes, because I know she's the IWGP Women's Champion, but she is a Stardom wrestler.
Should we just do Kyrie then? Unless you had like somebody else in mind?
No, I was thinking Kyrie. I mean, she's the champion. She's badass.
Why Why
They did her.
I
They've
always
done
wanna
her
spell-
dirty so bad in WWE.
I always want to spell her name. Like, I always want to put the I for... I know how to spell it, but I always want to spell it wrong. Jesus. Okay, so we got our NWA, we got our Stardom. And you were looking up GCW, I'm assuming?
First name I thought of was Alley Catch. She's
Ooh,
really
okay.
good. I've seen her wrestle some fucking dudes and beat them, so.
Yeah, I've seen, I see her on Twitter all the time. She's awesome.
Impact, I think Jordan Grace. Her or Mickey James.
I was just gonna say one of either of them too.
Because, hardcore country. Or, and Jordan Grace. I see her on Instagram all the time, and I'm like, damn, she looks amazing.
Yeah, cause, well, Mickey's champ, Jordan Grace. Oh, I don't know. Should I mean, both are good options, but like, which one should we choose?
I don't know, man.
Because like, as of right now, we have Camille, who's a powerhouse, Kyrie, who's a high flyer, Alley Catch, who's kind of just like strong style. Should we do Mickey, who's like a little combination of a bunch of different stuff? We should do Jordan Grace because
Like all around. Maybe
power?
Mickey because she's like an.
Okay.
I say Mickey maybe because she's an all around. She kind of like has a little bit of everything in her.
We're trying to make them a little like unique.
Little fucking Jesus.
Excuse me. Jesus said intergender: Matt, Katie, Savannah, Vince, Big Show, and Greg Khali. Matt said he would win. I personally think I would win. But that's okay.
I'm not gonna win. I'm not even gonna pretend.
Savannah said, "I don't even want to be in the chamber."
I'm gonna be the one who gets thrown through the chamber pod. That's gonna be me.
Oh my god. Matt said Mercedes, Hayter, Rhea, Kyrie, Jordan, Grace, Camille.
Great picks.
I definitely think Rhea needs to be in the chamber.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Rhea. It was between her and Bianca for me.
And then we just need AEW.
AEW.
So
Ooh.
Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like we have to. We got a lot of champions in this one. Matt said you can't take me. Try me. Try me, bitch.
At this point, we just got to see it happen. Like, even if it's not a chamber match, y'all just go at it in a steel cage.
I'm down. I'm always down.
Or we could just do the McDonald's Playhouse because that's Hell in a Cell.
Basically, you should. So we have our two separate chamber matches. Sorry, Matt said I would punt you like Snitsky did that baby. Stop.
Wonder how that baby's doing.
I
Probably
hope,
grown up knowing his dad punted him on live television.
I hope whoever caught that baby doll just has it in a shrine somewhere.
Like in a good glass encasing,
Exactly.
like they do like the Annabelle doll.
Exactly.
Absolutely, positively do not touch or whatever the fuck the box is.
It's like, don't fucking touch it. Point blank period. But we have our dream chamber matches. So, like Savannah said, we decided to take one person from each, or from a different company, 6 different companies. So for the mans, we have from New Japan, Okada. From
Rainmaker.
WWE, Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
Acknowledge him.
Always. From AEW, we have Malachi Black. From Noah, we have
Ken No.
Thank you. I knew it and then I second guessed myself.
Yeah.
From GCW / the Indies.
Possibly.
Matt Cardona.
Wildcard Matt Cardona.
Wildcard Matt Cardona. That's his name now. And then from Impact, we have Moose. I hate
Tear it up, bro. Tear it up. They're gonna tear it up.
That's gonna be crazy.
If that match happens.
That's gonna be crazy. But you know what's gonna be crazier? The women's. This is why. From NWA, Women's Champion, Camille. From Stardom, IWGP Women's Champion, Kyrie. From GCW and the Indies, Alley Catch. From Impact, Knockouts World Champion, Mickey James. From WWE, The Eradicator, Rhea Ripley.
The true leader of Judgment Day.
The actual leader of Judgment Day. And
no ifs, ands, or buts.
Literally no question about it. And from AEW Women's World Champion, Jamie Hayter.
Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna fucking hate. Bro, Round of applause, guys. I think we killed it. These chambers? So proud. Oh.
Really fun.
Matt's making a bad dad chamber. He said Ray, Mysterio, Vince McMahon, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Al Wilson, and then he said need one more bad dad, and then Billy Gunn with an exclamation mark.
You should have a dirt sheet chamber match. That's what we should do.
Honestly, we should. I think it'd be funny. But yeah, we did it. Good job, guys. I'm glad you all joined us for this. That will be the end of this episode. But, Savannah, tell the people where they can find you, what you're doing, all that fun stuff.
I keep reading Matt's comments. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at y2garcia_. There's no underscores on me, which I want to thank. I don't know if it's. I would hope some of the people watching are in this group of people, but ever since I posted about my time at AEW, so many people were so nice, and I just want to say thank you because it was a really surreal moment. You know, this is the first time I've ever gone to a televised wrestling event, like ever. Like I've gone to a pay-per-view, but the only other one was before All Out was WrestleMania 32. So everyone was so nice to me, and I gained a lot of followers on both platforms. Like I think I gained about. I'm almost at 2K for Instagram, so I'm really pushing that. I have like 25 followers left, and I gained over 100 followers on Twitter because of me tweeting about the show. So I just want to say, as toxic as Twitter is, I just want to say thank you to everyone who not only liked my stuff, but followed me as well. I promise, because of you guys, I will probably be a little more active on Twitter now. But other than that, what I have going on is nothing much. But like Katie said, Battle of the Valley is this weekend, and I do plan on doing a recap show on that for the New Japan Takeover, so be on the lookout for that. Light the fuse. It's not on hiatus. I just haven't figured something out at this point. So I did kind of think of an idea, because my friend Jaylee and Jaylee's a huge AEW fan. I was thinking maybe we can have like someone, even if it is I have Katie do it, or someone write up some trivia questions about AEW, and then if we get them wrong, we'll make like the Young Bucks and eat a Bean Boozled bean, because we wanted to do Bean Boozled together. So maybe we'll do something like that, but for the show.
Yeah, we can do that.
So there you go. But yeah, I'm still needing ideas, but it's not on hiatus. I just have been slacking. School's been a little rough this semester, but I'm pushing through.
Yeah, and that's all that matters. And Savannah will not be here next week.
I will not be here. I've let Katie know in advance. I think like a few weeks. So luckily, it's not a last minute thing. I will not be here next week. I am going back to the Dallas area because my aunt is flying me out. So I'm gonna be there for I think a week. Actually, I'm gonna be there for I think 6 days.
Damn.
So it's probably one of the longer times I've been there. But I mean, hey, I love it over there. So
that'll be nice though.
Looking forward to it. And it made me realize that I should probably get packing soon.
Yeah, see, there you go. You're welcome. Who will be taking her place? I don't know yet. I have a few people in mind, obviously. High heel tactics, Justin. He said, I'm late. Matt said, very late, like a pregnant woman's period. Yeah, that's okay. But since he's here,
like the views, drink some booze. That's the thing, though. I don't drink booze. Other people who was on the show can drink booze if you want, but if you're of age, of course.
Yeah.
But I do not personally.
I'll do it. But since Heel Tactics is here, everybody, Justin Heel Tactics _ he has created the music that you've heard in the beginning of this episode, that you'll hear at the end of this episode. Mm-hmm. Everything for ShElite Showcase, all the shows that I will name soon, I promise. Smack and Raw, Young Kings, Get Show, Straight Talk, all the music.
The list goes on.
This man's a genius. He's a mad scientist, as Matt has called him. If you need music made, that's your man to go to. His links are always in the description of the video and audio, of course. And, as always, you can follow me on Twitter at KatieWrestling13. Link to about to go. Link to ShElite Showcase. Twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase, which you're watching right now. Hi. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern, unless something happens. Or I have a guest who can only come on at midnight. Matt. He said, y'all make me blush. You're welcome, Justin. It's true. You're fantastic. YouTube.com/ShElite Showcase. Watch videos. They're way more entertaining. I promise you. Subscribe while you're there, please. Thank you. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, if you want to listen to the show, which I get it. Not everyone has time to sit down and watch. Do it on your drives. Go for a jog. Go to the gym. Listen to the podcast. Do what you gotta do. I understand.
Yeah, do something. Something.
Do what you gotta do. I trust you. Like I said, ShElite Showcase, the brand, the weekly show you're watching right now. Inside the Mind of. New episode will be dropping on Monday with Allison from Botch Spots and Chair Shots.
Oh, Allison, the only one who supported me my short time in the chat on Smacking It Raw. We were talking about Hangman. Yep. Allison was the only one who got it. Who gets me, bro. Love Allison. Wish she was here.
Jesus wants me to sign out in an accent, bro. I am not in the right headspace to do an accent right now. I am so tired. I appreciate it, but no. No, thank you. There you go. That's all you're getting from me. In the crowd's on hiatus, I'm focusing more so on this show and the Inside the Mind of for this year. Might be doing some more story times in the next few weeks to drop them occasionally. I got time coming up soon, so stay on the lookout for that. Thank you all again so much for joining. There's not gonna be a post show. Again, I'm tired and hungry.
Post shows are the rare thing now. Well, honestly, I'm not gonna pack. I barely just did my laundry. I still need to put my laundry away. I forgot how late it was. I leave Thursday? No, yeah, I do leave Thursday. So honestly, I'm realistically speaking, I'm probably gonna pack Wednesday at midnight, like going into Thursday. I'm always super last minute with packing. I'm never one to pack early. I
mean, I understand.
I probably should, but I don't.
I get you. Yeah, so while Savannah goes to procrastinate packing, and I go get some food and relax, I will see you guys next week. Savannah.
I will see you the following week.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. But until then.
I hit the mic.
Bye-bye.